Welcome friends and traders. This is demonstration of a new oscillation called 369 L4 prophetic oscillator. It is being induced in the ecosystem at level 4. We also have 369 L3 reflex 369 time based frequency levels. We recommend putting these on 10 minutes or 30 minutes to start with, and then as you progress, get used to things, you can adjust accordingly. This one has the inputs. All right, and that's all you need to see at this point in time. So this day, 8/13, which is today, we have a bunch of frequencies. One of them is, if I add these together, 8 plus on the right side is 4, so 8, 4, 2, 4, 8, 4, 8. 8 seems to be a possibility, and when it aligns with the oscillator. So when the oscillator, there are two parts of the oscillator, as I will show you with different examples moving forward, that we want market, now when it is going up to the higher levels, as you can see, retesting the higher levels, if it is at my frequency, which is it was, I will take a shot. And the other frequencies, as you can see, so this frequency happened here. This yellow color bar is the encapsulating bar, which is producing these frequencies. Then we have this blue color bar, high and low of that bar, encapsulating frequencies right at the same level of the bar. Then we have this red. You can see we are dealing with big bars, banking bars, and then we have this as the next bar, which is again, and then it is spitting out its own frequencies at the same level. When we overlay these, as we overlay these, now we have a lot of levels, but only thing we need to be concerned about, and then we have this big bar, and then we're looking at the frequencies produced at this same level. Look vertically. All right, so I know which bar is producing what frequencies. Now this is all going to be hosted very well during the trading day. It starts printing, as you can see here, early morning. All right, so we found this frequency and they are printed right here. It says 8 is good frequency because of the nature of the market, and this is overbought, and we take a shot here and the stop loss will be just right here. So this is what we are after. We need to measure these. We know, the good thing is we know these things in advance. We're not charging like a bull with the chaotic mindset, right? We just focusing on patiently when everything aligns together, which it aligns here, and the frequency of 8 you can just see here, right? Perfect. Stop loss, you can leave it here. All right, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. If you just, this was a stop loss, 1 to 3. You got a good phenomena of a pullback. All right, next, why we need to keep these frequencies going is when market went up from the second, this is the first frequency box, this is the second frequency box. Now these frequencies are laying on top of each other, which is by design. So what I'm looking for, 13 is also going to be hot. So where is 13? 13 is right here. When market is here, you're not expecting it to be right there. It could be, right? But it is. Unfortunately, yes or no, you like it or not, but here it is, right in front of you, my friends. So now at this point, we only have the frequencies which has already transpired. There is 8, there is 13. All right, 8 and 13. This 5 is on the right side. It's not there yet. It came from this guy. If you look vertically, because this is how we print vertically. So I'm looking for some other phenomena. Okay, let's look at this guy, 8 and 13. This is just NQ. Just does it a lot. You watch these frequencies, it does that a lot. You have 8 and 7, you will see 7 and 8 lying next to each other. It'll just go there. So if I add them together, you can see it 4, so 4, right? And if I do this All right. So 13 and 4. Now, what gave us a little bit of more confidence is the prophetic oscillator. Same location. See that? Overbought. This very reactive oscillator, and then there's another one. I will do a separate videos on encapsulation and other ideas around it. So you got this perfect trades. Now we're looking at something of similar nature. Now market is coming down, and this oscillation is telling, hey, it might go up. Now I'm looking at, is it coming fast? Is half an hour is pretty big time frame for NQ. It moves a lot, as you can see. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for same thing. The frequencies are not changed. So I'm looking for, if I do 4 and 8, 2, 4, 8. So if I look down on the most recent one, this is 1. This is 2. See the bracket, inside the bracket, that's the frequency. Now here's what I think gets a little bit tricky if you get experience. 13 is also there. 13 is also here. Okay, this 13 is coming from this guy on the top. See this bar? It produced the 13. Sorry, it produced a 13 here in the bottom. This guy, this is what it is producing here. So this, you see here, this is where you already have this printed out between these two bars. Is this 10 here and 13 here. 13 is also 4, 2, okay. So if I subtract this, 13 minus 8 is 5. So I think this all came together right here. And what gave it away? So this is how you can start trusting. This 13 is sitting here as well. So this 13 versus this 13, right? It could have gone here. So now the location is there. I will now, if I go here on this guy, stop loss is just a small one right here. I have to take stop loss, especially for NQ. If it has stopped me out and it went here, oscillation is telling you I would have gone and tried again on here. So I hope this makes sense, how these oscillations are helping us make right choices in the direction. So we are able to pick, market was okay, 900, it didn't 150 point move, we can go to 300, 400, right? So all right, so you got the idea. Let's pick one more random day. Very quickly and see if this holds. Alright, so let's try one more extra thing. It might be conducive to your greater profits. That is between the time frame. Time frame being 3 to 4. Between 3 to 4, we're expecting, so what you can do is, instead of doing the whole day, you can also go at the hourly level and say at between 3 to 4 I should be in a frequency of 369. Alright, and the day is 4, so at between 3 to 4, 369, here it is 9. Oscillator is telling us, hey, it might be turning. So that's one thing you can do. Between 8 to 9, you should look at 4 frequency. This is alternate location understanding. Here is 4, here is 2 and 2 and 4, they all cluster together. So between 8 and 9, market should be attracted to this number. So even inside the hour, the frequencies and the market is saying, hey, short might be a good idea. See that? Short ideas, good ideas. Obviously, if I add balance imbalance, it's going to boost it up even much higher level of success. I will skip it for now. So you can see how the time window can also help us. So between 10 and 11, we're looking at frequency of what? 10 is 1, right? 10 is 1, right here is 1. See that? And oscillation was telling us to go long. So this is how we are saying we can zoom into the micro-hour level window and use these frequencies to our advantage. How beautifully it is done right here. Okay, let's one more example. Market came down, you can see, and it stopped at what? 7. Between 7 and 8, it stopped at 7. See that? Boom. But here the oscillator was not telling us any direction. So let's do one thing. We can try. I wanted to not do that, but let's do that. 369 level 1 offers these. All the tools are free. They're worth $250,000. The tools are free if you want to attach yourself with the program. Okay, so let's see if there is any bias. At this time to go long. So we need two of these to be above or below the blue lines, right? Unfortunately, this is not giving us anything either, which is okay. All right. So here we have, now this is where the second part of the equation is. We have two different oscillations, green and the red. We will discuss that in detail later. Assume that if you are sitting on the time and you want to go long at this time between 7 and 8, we are sitting at the frequency of 7. We can have this higher, slower oscillator, which is a higher time frame oscillator, right? We'll discuss that multi-time frame analysis later on, but it hit the 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. So there's a 4 sitting there, which is inside the bracket, and then there is a 7 sitting there. Okay, so this is how it works. You can micro it out. Okay, and what else we can see to trade? 14 is 5. We're getting into 5, which is 2, 2, 5, and 8. Remember the matrix of 258. 258 matrix. 147, 258. So 258. 5 is 8, 8 is here, right? Sitting at 2. So 258. It was attracting to this number and bounced from there. So now you start thinking about frequency not only for the day, within the hour, and this is how we can accomplish a few things. Thank you so much, friends and traders.